Somewhere between a stone temple and a modern MRI machine, an ancient sound is doing surgery on your senses of self. For thousands of years, traditions have spoken of a word that created a word, a sound that acts just as a bridge. We usually dismiss this as a metaphor. But what if it wasn't a prayer? What if it was an instruction manual for your own biology? When Tibetan monks chant, they aren't just making noise. They are hitting a very specific mathematical target, a resonant frequency of roughly 110 Hertz. And when that frequency hits the human skull, the rules of the brain change. In our waking life, we are ruled by the default mode network. It is the shatter, the I, the constant narrator telling you who you are, what you have to do, and where you end and the world begins. But recent neuroscience has found something strange. When you sustain a deep vocalization, specifically the Om, that vibration travels through the vagus nerve. It resonates in the chest cavity. But more importantly, it creates a standing wave inside the cranium. At 110 Hertz, the brain begins to sink. The frantic beta waves of anxiety slow down. They drop into a theta. This is the state between waking and sleeping, the state of deep hypnosis, the state of the download. In this moment, the default mode network goes dark. The ego simply turns off. But while the self goes to sleep, another part of the brain wakes up, the thalamus. The sensory gatekeeper, the part of you that decides what it is real and what it is hallucination. The ancients didn't have EEGs. They didn't know what the thalamus was. But they were early neuroengineers. They discovered that if you use the body as an instrument, if you strike this specific chord, you can bypass the firewall of the conscious mind. They called it dissolving the boundary, and today we might call it altered state access. It suggests that the feeling of separation, the idea that you are a lonely observer inside a bag of skin, is just a frequency your brain is currently tuned to. And if you change the frequency, you change the channel. So the next time you hear that sound, doesn't think of it as a ritual. Think of it as a piece of organic technology, a key cut from sound, designed to unlock the doors of perception. The question isn't whether the sound works. The science says it is. The question is, once the noise of the ego stops, who is the one listening to the sound? I am João Guilherme, and this is the Fractal Nexus.